Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another HGA Impact Report. I'm Trevor Nelson. Can't thank you enough for tuning in. This is part two of a two-part. That's it. We're going to come to an end with the gratitude series we've been talking about. Really, really cool subject. One of my favorite subjects. Just talking about gratitude the last couple of weeks has really pumped me up, actually, in such a good way. It just makes me want to talk about it more, as a matter of fact. It's been such a crucial part of my life. Just a friendly reminder, everybody. Thursday, December 21st, noon central. We're going to have a special guest on for the HGA free webinar series, episode 142. We're going to continue talking about gratitude with a special guest, David Wax, the CEO and founder of Handwritten. We're going to talk about open rates and kind of geek out on stuff with handwritten notes versus emails and all that good stuff, and why you need to utilize every form of communication with expressing gratitude or just connecting with your donors and supporters. But before we do that, Bailey, hit the music. I'm going to talk to you about gratitude again. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I'm going to talk about it within this framework. I want you to think about gratitude becoming something that can literally make your organization unstoppable. And when you're talking to anyone for that matter, I want you to start with kindness and viewing every interaction with anyone you talk to about your organization, your mission, as an opportunity. You never know where these conversations are going to go. You never know where these relationships, which is exactly what you're doing when you're advancing your mission and having conversations with folks and thanking them for supporting and what have you. You never know where those relationships are going to land eventually and what it's going to mean for your mission and your organization. When you start with kindness and viewing every interaction as an opportunity, it'll be obvious. Everyone's going to know what you and your organization stand for. So please keep that in mind with every interaction that you have the opportunity. Kindness, and it's an opportunity to connect. And that's obviously rooted in gratitude. Okay. Keep that in mind. Gratitude and graciousness, also, when you're having these conversations that are rooted in gratitude and graciousness breeds optimism. And I know, and you know, that donors, volunteers, staff members, committee members, board members are all craving more optimism in their life. So if you start with thank you, if you start with being gracious and being grateful for them, they're going to feel the optimism. They're going to know once again what you stand for. It breeds optimism operating from this perspective, and it will be palpable for those folks that have a relationship with your organization. And I talk about this a lot. I've been talking about this a lot lately, as a matter of fact. It's also different when you start every interaction with gratitude and being kind and optimistic and viewing every interaction as an opportunity. It's different, and being different is better. Differentiation is better in business or when you're growing your organization, whether you're for profit or nonprofit. In my opinion, differentiation is more powerful than competition. You can get into head-to-head competition with folks that are in your area that are raising money as well, or you can choose to focus on your organization, the folks that care about it, developing relationships, and being different. And that means picking up the phone and saying thank you, sending a handwritten note to a supporter or a donor or a volunteer when they least expect it. That's going to be more impactful than going head to head against any other organization in your area, for instance. So I just always like to remind folks in business, and if you're a nonprofit, you're in business, by the way, differentiation is more impactful than competition. So think about that when you're operating from that position of gratitude. Just a nice friendly reminder there. We've been talking about this too. The best way to express gratitude for donors we've developed, and I like to think about this in the framework of open rate. So we're overly indexed digitally right now, just as a society. And so emails, text messages, that's digital, socials, digital, all that stuff. So we think that our theory is that the most impactful ways to express gratitude for your donors, especially at the end of the year, but anytime throughout the year, would be in person. I know we don't always get that, that touch point available to us at all times. So in person would be number one for sure. So you can, spend time with someone, eye to eye, of course. That's very, very rare in our world, but that would be number one. Number two, and it's a tie. It's a tie for second place. It's picking up the phone or a handwritten note. So those are the three top ways to express gratitude and have it really be known by the recipient that you're interacting with in person or picking up the phone or handwritten note. Folks answering the telephone or opening a handwritten note, the open rate is how I want you to view this, is going to be sky high. So think about that as opposed to over indexing on digital. Do we have to send newsletters out via email? Absolutely. Are you going to text certain people sometimes because of efficiency's sake? For sure. But just remember that the open rate, and that's how you need to view things as far as attention is concerned, attention for your mission and your organization in general, the open rate's going to be higher in person, over the phone, or a handwritten note. That's our theory, and we're sticking to it. I want to thank everybody for tuning in for another impact report this week. We're going to take next week off because it's a holiday week. I want everyone to enjoy themselves, of course. Hope we're all having a great holiday season. We're going to do some amazing things in 2024. And that's the next time you're going to hear from us, as a matter of fact. So, yes, parting is sweet sorrow, but we will connect in the new year. It's going to be an exciting one. It's going to be an exciting one for HGA. It's going to be an exciting one for every organization that we have the opportunity to help, and we're looking forward to it. Thanks so much for a wonderful year, everyone, and for tuning in and making the Impact Report special. Do me a favor, share it with someone in your network, share it with another nonprofit, your sister, your mother, your brother, anyone that would get any value out of the Impact Report or any of our podcasts or webinars. We certainly appreciate it. It's the greatest gift that you can give to us, and we'll talk to you all soon.